testing.
Everybody else was in the States. If it sounds like I got a cold from the States,
So I do.
have a cold. I don't think I got the cold from going to Japan, but coming back over here, I went to work. They says it's been raining now for 3 weeks, off and on, off and on. And I think I got it from that. But
That ain't nothing new. The trip to Japan, that was really something else. You can't believe how much fun I had over there. And I wish, and the money I spent, I wish I had more time and more money, because I really had a ball. We left here Christmas Day about 6 o'clock. Then we went over and caught our airplane about 7:30 to Da Nang. And our flight from here to Da Nang was about 15-20 minutes. It wasn't very long. It was by a prop. And we got in Da Nang and we stayed there overnight. And it wasn't bad. The first night we got up there, we stayed over. Coming back, it was cold. We stayed there overnight, and then about 10 o'clock, we took off in a Boeing 707 jet. It was Pan American, and took us about 4.5 to 5 hours to fly by jet. And we had we had a delicious meal. We had steak with fruit cocktail, potatoes, ice cream, milk. Can't think of anything else what we had, but all of it was good, and it was real funny. We had the milk we had. It tasted funny at first, because I guess we haven't had milk for so doggone long. It tastes funny to us. And we had all the milk we wanted, all the steak we could eat, and all the ice cream that we wanted to eat too. And I think everybody got their fill of food, especially steak, ice cream, and milk. Especially, I had 2 helpings of steak, and if I wasn't full, I would have had some more milk or ice cream, but I was too full to eat anymore. We got into Japan about 3:30, I think, or 4 o'clock. There's an hour's difference between here, July, and Japan, and we used to set our clocks ahead an hour. So we got there, we landed at the airport, and we went to this army base, Camp Sama. And from there, they gave us a little lecture on something about the town, and don't spend too much money here and all that. And after that, we had a PX there, and we could rent clothes or buy them. I took the choice of renting them instead of buying them, because I think in the long run it's a lot better to rent them than to buy them. But I bought a white shirt and a sweater and a tie and a belt. And then after that, I made reservations at a hotel that they had it on base for us to go. There was a choice of about 10 or 12 hotels you wanted to go. You could have had some that went down to downtown Tokyo or downtown Yokohama. I took Yokohama, and I was going to get this one hotel, but they were all sold out, and that was downtown Yokohama, so I had to go out in the outskirts. But the hotel I stayed at was really, really nice for the price that I paid for it. And I think the hotel was named the Hotel Enterprise. And it had a bedroom with 2 beds, a living room, and sort of like a had a stove, it had a sink, sort of like a little kitchen, and of course the bathroom. And all this cost me was for four days, 5 nights. Cost me $42, about 15 cents. Rough guess, somewhere around there. But after that, I took a taxi cab there, and I got in the hotel about 7 o'clock. And then from there, I went down to the lobby. I've seen these couple guys looking at this like fish pond they have there with these fish in there. Funny, in this pond they got fish that are called carp, and they got black, yellow, red, orange, and all different colors. And they're carp. They're like carp. But it's really funny to see that. Well, we went down there and started talking to them, and they said to stay at the hotel the first night because they got the hotel night before me, and they said they went out and they spent about $100 each. So I took them up on it and stayed at the hotel, and they had their own liquor in their room, so I had a couple drinks that night. And the second night, these two guys, we went out, and first of all, we went to they got a club for servicemen there. It's called the Zebra Club, and we went there with about 3 or 4 other guys too. We all went there and had something to drink, and then after that, we went just wandering around, going to different bars or nightclubs, just having a lot of fun. And I think I didn't spend that much the first night. I think we got back to the hotel about 12 or 1 o'clock. And the next day, we went to this amusement park. It's called Dreamland. You could see it right from the hotel. In the pictures that after they get developed and sent home, there will be some pictures in there of Dreamland. And you could see this from the hotel where we were staying at. It wasn't very far. It was real close to walk. And we went over there, and I got this soldier. He's no service at all. He's just a soldier for Dreamland. And the guy looks like a robot walking down. He looks like a toy. You get away from the distance, and you keep walking up to him, and it still looks like a toy until you get right on top of him, and he's human. The way he walks and everything else, can't believe he's human. So we went in Dreamland. We looked around a little bit and see what they had in there, and went in the restaurant they had a little bit something to eat, and we came back to the hotel. That was in the afternoon. Then after that, we went out that night too, and had a lot of fun. It seemed like every night I was there, I went out in the town having a lot of fun. We went that night to Chinatown. They got a place there in Yokohama called Chinatown. It's something like Gaslight Square, all kind of bars and everything else there. And they have at this hotel too. They have a revolving restaurant on 21st floor, and it's in a big circle, and it goes around. Let's see, every hour and a half it makes one turn, so you can look out and see the surroundings around you. And one spot you can look out and see the bay way off in the distance. So they really had good food for the price, everything else. And I had some ice cream there. Boy, was that ever good. Oh, I couldn't believe it. The third day I was there, I went to the Navy Exchange. They had a bowling alley, exchange, they had a grocery store there, cafeteria, They had a bank. This is like a shopping center, but it was only for American personnel. It's in the service. I went there and went looking around, and I got a small luggage bag. Let's see what else. I got some film for some guys back here. They wanted some flints. Oh, that's just about all that I got there at that exchange. The one at Camp Sama, I got some fruit that you probably got already, before, and some canoe. The canoe, you won't believe the price I paid for this canoe at all. I paid $1.60 a bottle, size like Alan's got, and I was thinking if I'm gonna get one for myself, I might as well just get one for Alan. So I bought one for Alan, and I'm gonna send it up to him because I know anywhere he can't beat that price for it's cologne too. And I know he can't beat that price for $1.60 for a bottle of canoe. I think you go out and buy it. It runs between $4 and $5, and this Brute aftershave lotion runs between about $5 too. So I think in the long run it's worth the money that I paid for it altogether. Getting back to the hotel, I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Well, I told you about the little pond they have, and that's inside the hotel, down in the lobby, and outside they have like a waterfall running down into the pond, and it's really nice the way they got it fixed up. And another thing about Greenland, before I forget it, they had a bowling alley there too, and I bowled a couple games, but I didn't do any good at all. Wish I had my own ball and shoes and everything. I think I could have done a lot better than I did. But it seemed like I couldn't find the right kind of ball that I liked too well, and so I didn't do too good. The night I called you on the phone, I asked the guy down at the desk different times, a different time between here and other states where to call, and he told me. Then I waited up and called you, and it took about 5, maybe 10 minutes before the phone call finally got through, and I was really surprised that all that distance, Japan, St. Louis, that it really came in so clear, like you're just next door, like over Viet Nam calling home, talking to you. I couldn't believe how clear it was on the phone at all. Oh, well, getting back at the things we did. We went out and we go in these, I don't know, I guess it's really a place where they have some Chinese, Japanese food. It's really for, I think it's for the laborers, but you can get, we stopped in a couple places, got something to eat, and the food was really good for the price of it. I couldn't believe it, that the price was paid. It was really cheap for the price. The money difference, ours is $1 American money to 360 yen. That's 360 yen to $1 American dollar. That's the difference. It gets kind of confusing. Confusing. Oh, I quit it at first. When you first got over there, because it's 360 yen now, or $1, like, oh heck. Like you said, you want, say 1,000 yen, and that seems like a lot of money, but it's only really $3. One good thing, when you're talking in the thousands in yens, you're only talking in the dollars. You ain't talking in the hundreds of dollars in American money. That's one good thing about that. Looks like this tape is running out on this side. Looks like it's just about gone, so I'm going to stop for here. And I guess I see you on the other side of the tape.